bring the body back. If you wanna come bring a body back. Bring a body back. Don't push the button. Hit the silent alarm. Don't push the button. Hit the silent alarm. Don't push the button. Hit the silent alarm. Don't push the button. Hit the silent alarm.
I wanna crack the chap, callous nationalist, arthritic, gnarled knuckles on the power-mongering hands of a fascist. The same antagonist responsible for the horrendous Jewish Holocaust, or the forefathers of those who fled a crack in the projects. They gentrified and tainted the innocence of a culture now infiltrated and anal raped into pushing McDonald's. At the same Supreme Court that passed Roe v. Wade, I spit ticker tape saline sprays at your partial birth premeditated murder parade. You keep the impoverished and opportunities isolated, and resources close enough to see but kept unavailable. Visceral ways are distributed in dismal array to promote global enslavement. See, Satan goes to great lengths to make one spiritually vacant by focusing on the tangible and not what God has for you. And so I warn others, don't be thwarted by warped war coverage or terrorist phantoms when there's apparent war among us.
Don't push the button. Hit the silent alarm. Don't push the button. Hit the silent alarm. Don't push the button. Hit the silent alarm. Don't push the button. Hit the silent alarm.
Yeah. Random explosions shake your slumber as they flare in your face, you seem stunned. Remember them? The people you misplaced your trust in, the government? The ones with assumed autonomy, the covetous, inverted philanthropist, miser, fish, the clergyman. Some mishandle the word, but God in his omnipotence is privy to covert movements, so really nothing's hidden in. Such as grim agendas to pervert the children's innocent through multimedia, screen filthiness with sodomist intent. The trenches filled with a stench of repugnant, oozing sticky film, gooey phlegm floating on brackish standing water. Pumped from a shanty process and bottle for mass consumption. Have a sip. Hepatitis found in the stem cells of an unwed, umbilical death thread. Breastfeeding on bed rest, decrepit as a desperate heroin hypes cuticles. Don't overdo it. Oops, overdosed in a Dare t-shirt. The climate's doing loop-de-loops, temperatures climb only to swoop and decline. Does Gucci have a hazmat line? Wait, the economy seemed to be peaking only to take an Icarisian nosedive on fire with smoke billowing. Grumbling bums bickering, brisk winter for chicken wings with the wind chills unforgiving, but the crack cylinders simmering. Every potential kid killer in training is running drills on Xbox 360 for when the next school semester sets in. These entertainers are dark mages waving wands and scepters. It's acceptable to be wine bearers and homosexuals, thus ushering in the inevitable great and terrible day of the Lord. Know that it's never too late for a relationship. The spirit won't always strive with us hesitating detrimental. Please consider reconciliation over altered states. This is the global subpoena from the redeemed soulful extremists. The warnings, feel it or not, you will heed it.
Don't push the button. Don't push the button.
In other world news, amidst all the pomp and circumstance, there was a silent alarm that relations may be declining following the recent ousting of a pair of diplomats from Washington.
Yeah.
Bro, you got dope robot skills, man. Thanks, man.
Prospect.
Pressure principle.
The pressure's on 30 seconds in the fourth quarter. Trying to keep a nostril above the storm water. Lord, let me breathe and flow like a levee breach. I'm surrounded by more enemies than Tel Aviv. It's like constant flow, how the world stops and goes. Won't use their noodles, ain't got a whole pasta bowl. I walk the same streets that gave birth to rock and roll. Move a high mid-dive like a young Cosmo. My boots in the dirt, I see how serious it is, but you're removed from the dangers that kill his kids. Politicians promise things they can't really give. Jealousy of Hasmores make us envious. The Congress increases funds for the military. Muslims are killed and buried. Why they won't adequately direct the funds to rebuild the levees?
That got me so drove, bro.
I pray that souls can rest after murders on our behalf to take control. In New Orleans, they chanted Obama's name across Lake Pontchartrain. A campaign for John McCain. Want a party or you want solutions? Opposite opinions, one constitution. They pray to Jesus, then turn to pay the preachers 200% more than they pay the teachers. Students don't learn how to illustrate a thesis and don't hear the warnings of our famous leaders. They clearly explain how to loosen my shackles, but you can't see it on account of your obstacles. Schools are underfunded, but they raise a prison budget. Be aware of what's around you or be a victim of it. See a devil sharpen his teeth, carving the feast, watching you starve while they eat. The fortune is steep from the oil digging deep. The wetlands dissolve, a hurricane evolves. A lady died, someone's grandma in the street. Under the sheet, the cord past a lady to Christ. I'll explain where the world's going, maybe I'm right. I'll take a stab at it, logic gave me the knife. But you can't see the game without the stadium lights. I'm the problem, the system might erase me tonight. Who can explain the struggle and strain? The hunger and pain felt with nothing to gain. A smile on the mouth, me mug on the brain. An invisible man who wants his own fame. I claimed an Arabic name to walk with Melchizedek. Guarded from reptilian transmissions to intercept. Built with the arm like a leg of arm headers. August to August, a gust of fall weather. Winter wind blowing a string of a tall bush. Moon and star ring, arm full of the Ansar books. I fight the beast in the belly with my sea begun. Was the first man to touch the earth like Yankee sun. I start remembering those Atlanta cold nights with Tariq Dale shoulder to shoulder with the no sights. Eyes squinting on a scroll in a house with no lights. Reading aloud about who's Christ's descendant is and why the stories got removed from the testaments and left the speaking tone circling pyramids. I learned how the elders flew to where the earth is and how the destinies are signing on a lunar surface. But if gods are uninformed, then they lose their purpose. You heard me? Chew on that for a minute. Learn something.
Learn something. Learn something. some. Learn some. Learn some.
Consuming humans live by the six-pack. Chewing a bazooka to fire, I spit back. Why do I transform at night to a Godzilla? And why is my best friend this giant-eyed gorilla? Two dusted monsters snorting rails of blow. Never wearing pants, they don't make them with tail holes. Level 3, but that she-wolf and leave her with a hickey. After my green team and leave.
Oh yeah, dude.
We hit Canal Street just to kick some street cars. Crack the aquarium from stomping my feet hard. These retards leave the Saks Ave just to eat some choppers. Look through the window and viewed on the teleprompter. Price on the rooftop, punching these helicopters. Gonna bash the city until it's left in ruins, or I transform back to a helpless human.
A full moon and blue moons, recipe for a rough night. When he was just trying to referee a dick and mud fight with a happy chart that goes from his chin to his shins and toes. Suppose I go destroy downtown again. Mythological mayhem called by cameras on the news. Pissed cause they never got his size and fly shoes. Ripped up the river walk, I'm never shopping here again. Flinging pedestrians across Clio to Washington. Naked as the day we was born, Carl's Taylor showing. Scratch my balls, Robert E. Lee Chin as they use a statue to crack the Superdome open. A warm summer night, I'm thinking take me a swim. But these fucking armed forces just keep rushing in. The choppers like gnats, police is like fleas. Now I'm climbing on the Hilton, bust the windows with my knees. Guzzle down the rum house and Piston Jack's brewery. Bottling the sodas, Budweiser, guess they'll probably be suing me. Streetcar skates on, tanks and planes pursuing me. Caught eating women in public, this kind of PR could ruin me. It's lunacy, makes me sick, and I can't keep it down. Calling her, stomping down Claiborne, I'm headed back uptown. I'm headed back uptown.
Let your feet stomp, stomp, stomp. Let your feet stomp, let your feet stomp, stomp, stomp.
Oh yeah.
Let your feet stomp, stomp, stomp. Let your feet stomp, stomp, stomp.
Dude.